I think the next slide that you're going to find here, Sherry, is on the Cascades itself. And we've talked a little bit about North Florida. We've talked about St. Augustine and how important that is. We're sitting right here in between Jacksonville and St. Augustine, so we really do have the best of the both worlds. But we sit right here at World Golf Village. So Cascade sits inside the beautiful World Golf Village. And if you look at World Golf Village itself, when you drive into the gates of World Golf Village, you know you've arrived somewhere really, really special, because the whole neighborhood, the streetscape, the trees, the plantings, the layout is absolutely stunning. I mean, it's beautiful. Sherry, I don't know how many times you pull in and you see people that pull their cars over taking pictures at the entrance gate to World Golf Village. It's because they know they've arrived someplace very special. So when you pull into World Golf Village, to get to the Cascades, by the way, you'll see these beautiful roadways and the landscaping. But we're surrounded by about 2,700 acres of nature preserve, which is, there's not many places that can say that. So you don't just feel like you've driven in to, to a city or to, this really cold area. All of our neighborhoods are just engulfed and surrounded and kind of hugged by nature itself. So it makes every one of our neighborhoods here in World Golf Village very, very special. We are the home of the World Golf Hall of Fame. And although I don't golf, I was surprised, Sherry, we kind of did a research of our homeowners. You know, only 30% of our homeowners actually golf. But one of the things that many things that they loved about being here at World Golf Village is, number one, when my friends, when their friends and family come to visit, they have the opportunity to play two of the most important golf courses in the United States of America. If you look at Sam Snead and Gene Sarazen, both of those gentlemen are gone now, but it's the only time in history those two guys ever worked together to actually co-design with Bobby Weed a golf course, and that's the Slammer and the Squire. Phenomenal golf course, and it's beautiful to look at, and it's a great deal of fun to play. It's kind of that open resort course, a lot of fun. But we also are the home of the King and Bear, which is the only time that Arnold Palmer and Jack Nicklaus actually got together and co-designed a single golf course. One of the most beautiful golf courses you'll ever step foot on. Challenging game of golf, absolutely gorgeous. We're also home for the PGA Tour Golf Academy. There's only 2 of those in existence. So if you want to improve your game, you can learn from some of the best. We are the home of the World Golf Hall of Fame. Now what that brings to the table is the opportunity to literally rub elbows with, if you so to speak, the greats of the game. The Hall of Fame induction ceremonies that are held here every year are just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So if you or someone in your family enjoy the game, you have the opportunity to enjoy it at the very best level that it gets. It doesn't get any better than this. We also have an 18-hole putting green, real greens, right here next to the Hall of Fame, which is a blast. Now my grandsons call that golfing. So we already have our tee time already reserved to golf on the 18-hole putting green when they get here. So it's a lot of fun. It's fun for the family. I think it's, what, $5 to play, Sherry, which is just ridiculous. I mean, but it's absolutely wonderful and right here. Now we also have 8 restaurants right here on site. So if I want anything from the mom and pop restaurant, just to get a homemade sandwich, or if I want a gourmet breakfast or a gourmet dinner, we have it all right here on site. Murray Brothers Caddyshack restaurants right here on site. Run into the Murray Brothers all the time and some of their friends, which is a lot of fun as well. So really your daily needs and everything that you need is right here at home. But because of the way it's laid out and the community is laid out, again, the privacy of every neighborhood, you don't feel like that you've come into some, big cold resort somewhere. You really feel like the warmth of this neighborhood and the kind of the specialness of what every area offers to you. Now, when you drive into the community and you drive past the beautiful Slammer and Squire golf course and you see the Hall of Fame over to the side, it has an IMAX theater, by the way, if I didn't mention that, Sherry, which is great fun too. Then you come to the Cascades. So the Cascades sits right in the World Golf Village. But we're surrounded by hundreds of acres of nature reserves, so when you pull through the gates at Cascades, you really feel like you're the only community here. You feel like you're the only neighborhood there. And we're a neighborhood of only 450 homes. In that 450 homes, we have a grand clubhouse of 22,000 heated and cool square feet. So not only do we have phenomenal activities, we have a grand ballroom that you'll see the picture of there on the slide, Sherry, that I will tell you that if you asked Donald Trump to design a clubhouse and set it down somewhere for you, that was what you would get when you come to the Cascades. You really feel that way. You just really feel this just doesn't get any better than this. The Grand Ballroom seats about 165 for a sit-down dinner, can seat more than that if we're doing theater, if we're doing a play or a production. We also have a big dance floor, and we use the dance floor quite often. We have a pool hall. We have a very active pool group. Hard-true tennis courts. We have 6 hard-true tennis courts, have a very active tennis program. We actually have more people involved in tennis than we do in golf, if you can imagine that. But if you want to talk about involvement, our bocce group, my goodness, we have 160 members in our bocce group, and they're always competing for trophies and prizes and all sorts of things, and have an absolute blast. Now, we have a room completely dedicated to poker. So not only do we have a very large card room where we play every other kind of card game you can imagine, but we also have a poker room dedicated to playing poker, which is great fun. You can always catch a game with somebody. We have an outdoor saltwater pool and an indoor heated saltwater pool. It's important to note they're saltwater. It's much easier on your skin, much easier on your hair, on your clothing, and on the environment. We also have water aerobics classes. I believe they're 3 days a week, and there's 2 classes a day offered. There's no additional charge for that. Also not pictured here is our art studio. We have a phenomenal art studio with several artists. All you do is pay for your materials, and your art lessons are completely included, and we have 2 kilns as well. So we fire our clay class. We have a very active clay class called the Mudslingers, and so we can fire all of our own ceramics as well, which is great fun. On the next slide that you see up now, that you'll see we have 450 home sites. 300 of those homes are already occupied. We sit on 400 acres. We're at kind of the last 1/3 of our community, so to speak. Important to note at this point in time, Sherry, that our clubhouse, our guard gate, all of our amenities are completely paid for. We'll get to the association fees in just a moment, but you'll see on here that we have 13 phenomenal floor plans. We build anything from 1,600 to 2,550 square feet, anything from a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, to a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. So everything is an individual single-family home. We have oversized double-car garages for every home. You own your own home. You own the land it sits on. And I think you will find our floor plans to be the best that there is. Everything's on one level. We have no common walls, so you don't hear anything from your neighbors that way. And we have no stairs to deal with, which is really important.
That's awesome. And they also have, is it 6 new models that are furnished?
We have 6 brand new models out of the 13 models, 6 of them completely furnished and ready for you to take a look at. And we try to keep one of our other floor plans under construction at all times so that you can at least walk through them and see how it feels.
Yeah, so you'll enjoy that. Now we wanted to give you a little broader experience, so we wanted to talk briefly about the other couple of communities. So the first one that you can see the slide now is Sweetwater by Del Webb, and I'll let Nita tell you a little bit about that.
Well, Sweetwater, I think, was the first 55-plus community to open up in the area. They are planning, I believe, 900 or so homes. They have single-family homes, townhomes, and condominiums. I believe the only product that they have, new product they have left, Sherry, is their carriage homes. Their single-family homes are completely sold out. There are some resales available there, so you can contact Sherry and her group about that. You will see some pictures of their clubhouse and their pool. They have a 20,000 square foot clubhouse. They're at Sweetwater, and very active. They're very active in their club as well with activities. I know they got a huge dance group. A girlfriend of mine dances over there, and she's absolutely hysterical. I will tell you what, she is, and she's gotten really good. I'm really jealous. The next one that is on the list is Riverwood, also is a Del Webb, and as you know, it's now owned by Pulte. They're planning in that 1,900 to 2,000 home range by the time that they're completed. I think there's a couple of hundred homes already occupied there. They have finished their 6,000 square foot activity center, and they're under construction with their 37,000 square foot grand clubhouse. Just talking to their sales director a couple of weeks ago, and it looks like they're on schedule for maybe the end of July, June, July, right in that area to complete that clubhouse. Beautiful community in what is called Nocatee, which has just gotten started. Nocatee will one day be a town, so it's in the beginning stages of that right now. So beautiful community. They do have single-family homes. I think if we go to the next slide,